I have been the slowest ever at finishing this game. And some of you guys might be like, well, that's awesome. You're exploring, you're doing all this. I'm not exploring as much as I maybe could. I'm kind of going through main story to main story to main story. I am taking my time to observe the beautiful world that there is. And when I find little messages from other expeditions, I do listen to them as well. And I'm trying to soak it in. But to be quite honest, with YouTube, with making videos daily, with editing daily, with covering topics such as Call of Duty, GTA, other new releases that are coming out, it's actually been a little bit hard for me to sit down and play the game consistently every single day. I went almost a week without playing it, and when I came back like 2 days ago to start playing it again, they were beating my ass because the controllers were kind of hard to adjust to again, and then kind of having the memory to remember what to press and what to do. But I played over an hour and I kind of got back into the mojo. I played again a little bit yesterday just so I wouldn't forget anything, and I'm gonna try to keep that going. When I'm done editing everything today, I'm gonna jump in and I'm gonna play for a few hours. It says that I'm about 48% complete with the story. I just got to the part where we fight Renoir in his mansion, where Verso, Lune, Myel, Ciel, and Morocco, I think his name is, or Monaco, Moco. I can't remember my man's name right now. But where we all fight Renoir in the mansion. We don't kill Renoir, but he ends up leaving and the mansion disappears. That's where I am. That's where I left it. So please guys, don't spoil anything beyond that point, please. But that fight was insane. And I'm gonna tell you guys, like I tell you every single time, I'm playing on story mode. And you might be turned off by that. You might be like, you're such a pussy, you're a bitch, you're not a real gamer. I get that. I don't care, because to me, that shit was hard. And not only that, it took me 20 minutes to finish. One quick thing that I will say, somebody commented, when you're playing on story mode, you just don't feel the pressure, the overwhelmingness, tiredness of a fight, right? Because they think I finish it so quickly. But even in story mode, to be honest, to me, it's been pretty hard, especially this Renoir fight in particular. He was throwing so many stuff at me and hurting me so much that I almost died. The only reason that I survived is because I had Lune on the team, and I had this power up where I did a skill and I could give health back to my characters. So in the fight, I had Lune, Verso, and Myel. And Verso was on the brink of death. Myel was on the brink of death. Lune was on the brink of death, but for about 6 or 7 turns, all I did with Lune was give everybody health until I got them all back up to 100. So if I didn't have Lune there and I had, say, Ciel, and I didn't have that ability, we would have absolutely died. I would have died a few times. It was really hard. It was exhausting. I kept thinking, damn, when the fuck is this fight gonna be over? And it just kept going and going and going and going. So I still think it's a good enough challenge where I can feel what the game's about, and it was tough. But I will say this, the story is unfolding, it's unraveling in front of my eyes. Now I know that Verso's dad is Renoir. I know that they're family. The little girl that I keep seeing right there with Verso, with Renoir, the one with the mask, don't tell me who she is yet, but I feel like that's Myel. That's what I've been feeling for a while. They're like the same height. They kind of look similar. Their hair is different, obviously, but clearly she looks burnt. It looks like something happened in this mansion, or something happened in Old Lumiere, where a big fire happened and maybe she was burnt. And I think that's one of the reasons that she has her face covered. Look, the story is just incredible so far. But one of the things that I'm absolutely in love with is the music of the game, the score. I love music when it comes to video games or entertainment. Some of my favorites are like Interstellar, even the one in Guy Ritchie's The Covenant, Arrival, The Last of Us. Some of this music is so damn good that it's almost better than even the stories that they're telling. The score and music is just something that can change how media is perceived. And the use of music in Clair Obscur Expedition 33 is magnificent. And I don't think that people saying, oh, it's just overrated or it's crap or everybody's kissing its ass, I really don't think so. Because I'm not trying to kiss their ass. I'm not trying to just jump on the trend that, oh, it's amazing, it's the greatest thing ever. But it really is. It really is good. And it's definitely one of the best games that I've played in recent times. It is extraordinary from a storytelling point of view so far. From a music point of view, it's incredible. The way the music rises and goes down and the way the beats speed up. I mean, it's all so incredible when it comes to that, to the music particularly. And that's something that I wanted to highlight here. So another thing that I wanted to highlight was just how real these characters feel. Sometimes we play a story and the characters feel too powerful, out of this world. They're written in a very extravagant way, which is nice sometimes depending on what kind of game you're playing. But sometimes a character is written where it feels so naturally human. And I don't know if you guys maybe understand what I'm saying, because maybe I'm not expressing it the correct way, but when I'm playing this game, some of the things that have really captivated me the absolute most is the quiet moments that the characters share. When Gustav was still a playable character, when he was still alive, him and Myel had great moments together. Moments where, Myel is talking to Gustav and Gustav is giving her advice or talking to her about something. And Charlie Cox's delivery here was beautiful, right? And I love those moments. Another moment that I can think of is where Gustav wanted to take his own life and Lune comes in and encourages him not to, gives him the motivation to come with her so they can try to find answers, try to do what they came there to do. I think that moment was beautiful. But another moment that really grabbed my attention and told me, wow, was when Lune and Ciel were talking after Gustav's death.
It's okay, we can think about that later.
All the backups were destroyed by that man, but Expedition 32 will bring more. Their chances will be better. We need to prepare them. I should update our journals.
Hey. It's okay. Tomorrow will still come.
Lune looks so shocked and like she can't believe what happened, that she starts stuttering and trying to go into research mode and trying to cope with what's going on. And Ciel kind of calms her down, says it's okay, just calm down. And Lune just takes a deep breath and Ciel rests her head on Lune's shoulder. That is such a beautiful moment. It's so quiet, it's so real, it's so raw. And it just got me thinking like, wow, this is incredible to see. I mean, the reactions of the characters, how quiet they speak sometimes, how slow they are to their thoughts. It's a beautiful, beautiful thing to see. Verso and Myel, their conversation. There's just so much good there. So much to be unpacked, that I love how these characters feel. I love the rawness of these characters. I love the realness of these characters. I love what they stand for. And I love that every single character is different. They think differently. They want to do different things, but they don't like fight about it. They don't go crazy and over the top about it. They conversate through a problem. They agree on the problem or they come to a resolution together and then they move on to the next thing. It's so mature, maybe is the word. I absolutely am mind blown with how well these characters can interact, and it makes me feel for them even more. We got to a point here that I also want to highlight where Myel was burying Gustav and she laid her arm. And I was pretty good, to be honest. I wasn't teary-eyed or anything throughout that whole exchange until Myel said, she said, you were like my father and my brother. I never really knew, but I just want to say that you were the best father-brother that I ever had. That section, that small sentence there is the one that broke me. That shit made me tear the fuck up. And I have 2 younger sisters, so maybe there was something that I could relate there to, inside of me that I hadn't thought of before. And lastly, I will say a little bit on this. Myel is one of those characters that feels once in a lifetime. Again, I'm not at the end of the game yet. I don't know how it plays out. I don't know what happens. But Myel's character so far may just be my favorite character of the entire story. She is quietly beautiful. She is extraordinary with her line delivery. She is a character that is written just beautifully. She's clearly going through a lot. She's clearly had a tough life. And she's lost in this world trying to find purpose. But everything that she does is gold. Every time that a scene comes up and it changes to black and white and we're in her mind, I can't take my eyes off of the screen. The performance, I am going to talk about her performance after I complete this game completely, but that performance so far, it's a 10 out of 10. And the other performances that I can think of right off the bat that are 10 out of 10s for me in a video game is Joel Miller in The Last of Us Part 1, Arthur Morgan in Red Dead Redemption 2, Kratos in God of War, and Nathan Drake in Uncharted 4. Don't forget Geralt of Rivia, The Witcher, of course. But that's where Myel is for me on a personal level. She is up there with those fucking juggernauts of characters. She's incredible. So I just wanted to throw that out there because I don't want you guys to think, hey, you know what? He's done talking about Claire Obscure Expedition. No, I'm not. It's just taking me a little bit longer to finish, but I'm going to finish it. I got to finish it soon because, there's some other games coming out that I have to jump into. But I'm enjoying the ride very, very much.